to our family trip to the beautiful island of Naxos in Greece. So you'll see that we're currently flying on Jet2 and we've come out of Manchester Airport and we're heading towards Athens. Once we reach Athens, we're going to change and we're going to get an Olympic flight over to the island. It takes about 45 minutes. So why Naxos? That's a big question. Basically because we got invited to a family wedding. We normally do holidays in Disney property. We normally go to Florida every year, but this year we're heading towards Naxos. Really, we've made a mini vlog this time, basically because it's a wedding, because it's private, because it's not our wedding. We can't just make video. So we've just given you a snapshot, an overview of the hotel. You'll get to see the beaches, you get to see Naxos Airport, which is really small. We'll show you some of the challenges, some of the things that are easy, and the beauty of the island. We're trying to capture the essence of the island. We've never been to Naxos before. It's our first time, so we're really navigating it ourselves to see, where the places are to go, where to eat, what to do, what to see, in and around the time that we spend with our family during the wedding. I would have really loved to have showed you the transfer between Jet2 and Olympic at Athens, but unfortunately Jet2 was delayed getting off the ground in Manchester, something to do with air traffic control, and which gave us a really short time to get our bags off the plane, get out of security, back into the airport again, and onto the Olympic flight. So when we booked these flights, we booked a layover time of 1 hour 40 minutes, thinking that was more than enough time to get off the plane and get back in again. So it was self-transfer, so you have to actually go through immigration, get your stamp in your passport, come back out of the airport, and then go back into departures. And we thought that with hand luggage, although it would be large hand luggage, we would be fine. Forgetting that there's 6 people, 6 bags, 1 pushchair, and everything else that we need, backpacks and everything else. It was a challenge. It was a real challenge. Having never been to Athens airport before, we didn't know our way around. So it was literally flying by the seat of our pants, and we literally got on the plane as it started to move away. So an hour and 40 minutes, probably not long enough. If I was choosing the flights again, I'd have probably chosen between 3 and 4 hours between as a layover. That would give them plenty of time to be able to get back through into departures, go back through security, get a cup of tea, find the gate, chill out a little bit. But no, it was like a scene from Home Alone, the movie, when they're running through the airport to catch the plane. It was very much like that, and whether we caught that next flight or not was really touch and go. So if you're ever planning a trip over to Naxos, make sure you get plenty of time in between your flights to transfer, or there's some high-speed boats, and you can get a taxi down to the port and catch one of the high-speed boats across to the island, whichever you prefer. We chose the plane because it was 45 minutes rather than a couple of hours, to give us plenty of time on the other end. Getting through customs through at the airport at Naxos, really easy, really simple. You're just basically getting off the plane and walking straight out, and the taxi guys just wait at the front. The airport is really, really small. It's no bigger than a house, really. It has everything in it that you need. There's a little cafe, so yeah, it's really good. The airport taxi guys just wait out the front there with a sign with your name on it. You just find them, and then off you go. They take you straight to your hotel. Perfect.
Yeah. Here you are again.
So, Care Beach, it's around about 15 minutes walk from the hotel. You just turn up, you take a couple of sunbeds, you've got a nice shade over you, you've got that beautiful sand, beautiful sea, and the guys never stop coming. Would you like any drinks? Would you like any food? They have a great menu to bring everything that you need. It's an absolutely beautiful day. You get the good mixture of a bit of shade if you need it, and the sun is perfect. You can get a great suntan down there as well. They have a bit of music playing in the background. We met up with some people from the wedding. It was kind of a recovery day, the day after the wedding. So it was a really good day on the beach. I'd recommend this. If I went back to Naxos, I would definitely go there for the day. What are you doing? You're digging?
Oh my god, she's eating my half cup. She nearly took my fingers off when I went to one. sea salt one. Oh, can you give me that? Thanks. Can you reach my drink? Stop throwing them.
And so it's time to come home. So jumping on the plane here from Naxos Airport to Thessaloniki, and then we're jumping on an EasyJet flight back to Manchester from there. This plane was delayed by about an hour and a half, so there was an hour and a half waiting around in the airport, which is not great with kids, but you know, you take the rough with the smooth, don't you? The good thing about Olympic is that they emailed pretty much straight away and said, we're sorry about the delay, it's not our standard of service we expect, and here are 6 free flights which will come really in handy next year when we go back. Our mini vlog now takes you to the point in which we land in Thessaloniki. I kind of stopped recording when we got there. We had to navigate our way around that airport. We'd never been to that airport before, but it was easy. Easy transfer. There was 5 hours layover, but the time we got off the plane, back through into Greece again, and then back on, checked in for our new flight, EasyJet flight, and then got back on. There was time to sit down, have something to eat in this airport. There's a Burger King, there's duty free, there's loads of shops. It's really new, it's really clean. It's a lovely airport, but unfortunately the EasyJet flight was delayed as well, which meant that we didn't get back to Manchester till 2 o'clock in the morning. But it was well worth it. I mean, we had a fantastic time. And thank you so much for watching. I'd just like to say that everything I recorded on this little mini vlog was with a GoPro. I didn't get my big Sony camera out, but next time it'll all be on the Sony camera. So I hope you enjoyed. Give us a like if you liked it. Give us a subscribe if you want to see some more. And we'll see you on our next trip, which will be this August and Disney World, Florida.